Hello and welcome. This is Rooflemonger, my friends. Today we're talking specifically Ramlethal in Guilty Gear Strive and why I want to impress on you that Ramlethal potentially has maybe the single best super move in the game. So what exactly am I talking about? So Ramlethal has this move here, Mortobato. It's double quarter circle forward and S. This move right here, just the big old green explosion. I know visually it's not amazing, right? But what makes this special and potentially the single best super move in the game, right? Well, one, it's one of the fastest supers in the game. It's not the fastest, but it's pretty close to it. And two, it has incredibly deceptive range. A lot of the other fast supers, they have to travel or something, like Leo. Like, technically his big projectile super is faster, but it has to travel across the screen, right? So that travel, it takes time, all this stuff. The Ramlethal super happens all at once. And what makes this combination of things, both the range and the speed, so deadly now? Well, it's simply this. It makes tons of things in the game that are safe, not safe anymore. So we have Leo here, and he's just going to do stand heavy, right? That's the big old poke button. And to anyone else in the game, this is safe. Like, unless they specifically just frame it, and they had to just frame it like a lot closer to, you know, hit him with like any kind of button, right? And if you don't just frame it, which is more than likely going to happen 99 times out of 100, you also get pushed back on top of that. However, Ramlethal laughs at that. Yeah, you saw that right. Punish. From that far away. And this opens up a very deadly new era of how we have to look at this super. Because all these moves that are safe because of the pushback or the distance are no longer safe. So once again, this is just an example here with Leo with his stand heavy slash. You know, a lot of Leos, they'll end their strings with this, right? Like, if they can't get what they want, whatever, they'll end with that. Fine enough, right? Because if they want to end with the one-ender quarter circle forward S, well, that's a punish for a lot of characters, right? And say they want to end with a projectile. Well, guess what? In this brave new world, that means you're dead too, right? So now all of a sudden, Leo's options, if he is up against Ramlethal with 50% meter, they're incredibly curtailed. And he's hardly the only example, so let's take a little bit of a world tour around the cast. Potemkin, another character that already on the base level struggles against Ramlethal because that's a punish, right? Against one of his most basic strings. But say he wants to space it out. Alright, from this far away, no punish there, right? But thanks to Mortobato, the devilish super. Yeah, that says punish again. From that absolute ridiculous distance away. That wasn't even reversal timing, by the way. I did that sloppily. So that wasn't even frame one. And still, that is the end result. So all of a sudden, Potemkin, this is a matchup changer, to say the least. Knowing that Potemkin's furthest range stuff can get hit by that, I took a step backwards before that too, right? By the way, just to show you the spacing. The fact that he can no longer safely toss out heavy slash, basically, that's a matchup changer big time. How about someone like Axel? Stand punch at anything but the perfect space range, you're dead. Stand slash at like any range, you're dead. Once again, that wasn't even reversal, sloppy there. Down and punch at anything other than absolute max range, you're dead. How about down heavy slash? Anything other than perfect range, you're dead. And no, special canceling does not save you at all. What about poor Dr. Faust? Oh my god, he gets it more rough than most. Want to do anything with the drill? Nope, that's not happening. Well, what about in the mix? That's gotta work, right? Well, the thing about that is, nope. And suffice to say, regular drill's blocked, you're also dead, right? So anything with drill, you instantly die to this. Any strings you might have that end in low heavy slash, you're dead. And there's no special you can do to cancel out of it to save you in time. If you hit low heavy slash, unless you just immediately went into your own invincible level 1 super, you're kind of dead. But, you know, that's, you know, really big read, all things considered, right? And you'd also need the meter back, and that'd have to be on the mental stack, and that's pretty hard. So yeah, pretty rough, right? So this is one of those deals where it's heavily dependent on frame data. Frame data rules the world, right? And currently there's no real place to check frame data in-game, sadly. You can go to dustloop.com. They have an excellent wiki, and I do believe they have most of the frame data up for all the characters up by now. The thing that makes this so crazy is this comes in at a combined 9 frames of animation from like the start of the move to when the move connects. And almost, not all, like if you're Soul, don't worry, Soul, he gets the top tier privilege. He doesn't have to worry about this, right? But almost all the bigger long-range pokes in the game are very minus, but they're kept safe by the fact that they're longer range and they push you back when you block them, right? But this kind of removes that layer of safety. So against a lot of characters in a lot of common situations, you are in no way, shape, or form safe against Ramlethal Super due to the fact that it's both incredibly fast startup and the fact that its range is absolutely absurd considering its incredibly fast startup. So I guess I leave you with this. If you play Ramlethal, start reading the frame data, right? Because you're going to find a lot of moves you can punch with this. And a lot of moves that the enemy's in a no-win situation, frankly, right? They just have to eat the move. And for those of you at home, also read up the frame data on your character to see if Ramlethal can exploit you for this. Now, thankfully, there is a few ways out. Let's go back to Potemkin, for example. So, yes, once again, in this exact situation, Potemkin, he's going to eat crap. But he doesn't have to. This is one of those play-counterplay kind of deals. So Potemkin, if he knows this is coming and this is exactly what he's fearing, he at least has a mobility option to move himself backwards Mega Fist. It's not ideal to give yourself a lot of space versus the enemy. Potemkin wants to be close to you, right? But it's something. But someone like Faust, honestly, as far as I can tell and in my testing, he kind of has to just eat dirt on this one, right? He's just kind of screwed. So many of his moves, once he commits to the button, that's it. That's all. There's no way out, and that really stinks. So this is one of those things I'm going to leave to you guys. Play around with it, both for Ramlethal and against Ramlethal, but just let it be known that potentially Mortobato, cortical forward, and slash for Ramlethal is maybe the single best super in the game due to the fact it can punish so much that other characters can't even dream of touching. And with that all said, my friends, that's the end of this video. So thank you very much for watching. Hope this video has found you well. Go out and play some Guilty Gear.
Yeah.